This is Tak. In this video, I would like to show you a very simple tofu dish that cooked with frozen vegetable. That is simple, but it is really quite delicious. And the tofu I'm going to use is an extra firm tofu, and I'm going to cut them into cubes because that is the best way to cook them. And I'm going to cook them with some frozen vegetable that you already have, as well as the scallion, which is the green part of the scallion. And I'm going to cook this in my Cuisina 14-inch stainless steel wok. I'm going to start out with some frozen vegetable, and I'm going to add a little bit of sesame oil, which is really important. And then I'm going to add the tofu into the wok. Now, when you cook tofu, one of the most important things is that you need to stir it much more gently because you do not want to break up the tofu. And then I'm going to season it with my wok with Tak basic seasoning mix. That will make the tofu taste really good. And the next step is that I simply just warming up the tofu as well as the frozen vegetable. Now, in order to make a tofu good, you need to make a really good sauce. And I'm going to make this sauce use cornstarch. I'm going to use 1 part of cornstarch to 3 parts of water. The important thing about this is that you want to make sure the cornstarch is well suspended in the water by shaking it well. Now, when you pour the cornstarch into the wok, I'm going to pour about half of it. You notice that the consistency starts to thick almost immediately. To dilute it, I add water. And that's one nice thing about cornstarch in making sauces is that you can make adjustment readily by adding water or adding more cornstarch. As you can see, now it's getting quite thick. Next is that I'm going to add some oyster sauce, about 2 tablespoons, and I'm going to mix everything together. Now, the sauce is really important to make a good tofu because the tofu, when it's coated with sauce, and that's what makes the tofu taste great. And I did a quick taste test, and it tastes great. And I'm going to garnish it with some scallion, and the dish is done.